And the Southeast Development Commission has promised to boost the economy in its region. Joining me for this conversation is the CEO, Late Network Africa, Chukwuma Okenwa. Joins me via Zoom from Enugu. It's good to have you join us on the news at 1.
Thank you so much.
Right. The Southeast Development Commission is coming just over 20 years after the creation of the Niger Delta Commission. But talk to us about the prospect of this commission and how it's likely to boost the economic viability in that region.
Yeah, quite prospective. And let me start by joining the rest of the region to commend President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who made this very possible. That has been the yearning of the Southeast since the post-war promise of the 3 R's of reconciliation, reconstruction, and of course, rehabilitation. We've seen administration past, and some people in some regard made some of those promises but never brought it to fruition. And we've had a president who had the political will to see to the establishment of the Southeast Development Commission, and that is quite commendable. And considering the fact that it really took a long time for something that has been deserving of a region, I would expect that the value in our hearts is greater. And anybody in the Southeast that is going to play with the collective will and hope of the people, it's not going to, history books is not going to be fair to the person and the family. This has been a yearning to be able to bridge that infrastructural gap, that we see all over the Southeast, whether in terms of erosion, to also be able to bridge that gap in social development. Like we know that in the Southeast, the national average for unemployment, that of the Southeast is higher. And then like all other forms of gaps that we see, even with the rising insecurity in the region, so some of these forms of integration that the prospect of the Southeast Development Commission comes with is just what we need at the moment.
And beyond just, bridging the infrastructure gap, some have said that perhaps this will help, address some of the concerns about marginalization. We saw some of the governors of the Southeast zone already setting agenda for this commission. But how is it possible for this commission to address some of these issues in terms of, representation of each district, going ahead of some of the sentiments that they have met in place, moving past this and ensuring that it caters to the need of the population?
I think what I can actually advise the members of the Southeast Development Commission would be to listen to the people and the stakeholders. All of the relevant stakeholders that we'll see, whether it's from the clergy, whether it's from the traditional ruling council, whether it's the governors of the Southeast, the members of the National Assembly, all of these key stakeholders should all be part of the process, should be consulted, and most importantly, ensuring that whatever project, that the Southeast Development Commission want to carry out, should have either of these two characteristics. One, it should be a project that collectively favors the interest of the entire region. Or secondly, if it is that is like a kind of distinct, then it should be of equal proportion. Every state must be carried along equally. No state should be preferred above the other. Maybe like doing some forms of intervention when it appears that maybe it is not the politics of trying to favor some states over another. Every part of the region has suffered, that gap, right? And with this Southeast Development Commission, giving everybody that sense of belonging is what I consider the core strategic objective.
Right, we're quite optimistic about this commission and what it will bring to the Southeastern region. Thank you for talking to us, Chukwuma Okenwa, CEO, Late Network Africa. Thank you for joining us this hour.
You're welcome.